Welcome to Creative World. In this video, we will solve Chapter 2 Learning Assessment E2.22. While solving this problem, we will be using current divider rule. Basic equations of current divider rule for this particular circuit is given here. We also will be using Ohm's law. According to Ohm's law, voltage across any resistance R will always be equal to the product of current through that resistance and the value of that resistance. Parallel equivalent resistance calculation formula will also be utilized while solving this problem. This formula is for the calculation of two parallel connected resistances. Now move towards the problem. Learning assessment E2.22. Calculate V0, V1 and V2 in given below figure. This is the circuit diagram of given problem. We have to calculate voltage across these resistances labeled as V0, V1 and V2. So without wasting time, let's proceed towards the solution. This circuit includes only two informations. One is the value of each resistance and the other one is the voltage across this voltage source. And we know that in order to calculate voltage across any resistance, we should have at least two parameters. One is the value of resistance and the second one is current through that resistance. In this case, we don't have the values of currents flowing through these resistances. So first we have to identify the current flowing through these resistances. Later on we will be able to calculate voltage across these resistances. So in order to calculate current through these resistances, first we have to simplify the circuit, calculate the total supplied current through this voltage source. Later on that current will be used to identify these branch currents and we will be able to calculate voltage across these resistances. So first simplify the circuit. These two resistances are connected in parallel. We can calculate their equivalent resistance that will replace these two resistances. Their equivalent resistance will be the product of these two resistances divided by their sum. So the value of equivalent resistance for these two resistances will be 6.67 kilo ohm. Similarly, these two resistances are also connected in parallel. We can calculate their equivalent resistance as well. Equivalent resistance of these two resistances will be the product of these two resistances divided by their sum and the value will be 3.33 K. Now we can replace these resistances with their equivalent resistance having the values of 6.67 kilo ohm for these two resistances and 3.3 kilo ohm for these two resistances. So update the circuit according to calculated values. Now we have to further simplify this circuit. These two resistances are connected in series, so we can add these two resistances together. Their sum will be 12K and this 12K will be parallel to this 12K. So we can calculate their equivalent resistance, that will be the product of these two resistances divided by their sum, and the equivalent resistance of this complete circuit will be 6 kilo ohm. So we can replace these resistances with their equivalent resistance having the value of 6 kilo ohm. This is the updated circuit diagram. Now these resistances are connected in series and similarly these are also connected in series. So we can add these resistances together to find their equivalent resistance. Their sum will be 10K and their sum will also 10K. Modify the circuit according to calculated values. These two 10 kilo ohm resistances are connected in parallel. We can find their equivalent resistance, which will be the product of these two resistances divided by their sum, and their equivalent resistance will be 5 kilo ohm. So we can place 5 kilo ohm instead of these two parallel resistances. The updated circuit diagram will be this. We have simplified the circuit. We can calculate the total current of this voltage source which is distributing among the circuit. So the value of this voltage source current will be voltage divided by the total resistance of the circuit. Right now the equivalent total resistance of complete circuit is 8 kilo ohm and voltage is 16 volt. So the value of supplied current to this circuit will be 2 milliampere and the direction of current will be upward, leaving from positive terminal of voltage source and entering from negative terminal of voltage source. Now we have calculated the total supplied current. We will go back in steps to calculate all branch current. Rather than taking this 5 kilo ohm resistance, we will use 10 kilo ohm resistances that will be connected in parallel. This 2 milliampere current is going to this node and distributing among these two branches. We can use current divider rule to calculate these two branch currents. First, label these branch currents. This one will be I1 and this one will be I2. Now use current divider rule to calculate the value of I1. Basic equation of current divider rule for the value of I1 will be I1 equal to R2 divided by R1 plus R2 multiplied by IT. In this case, I1 is this branch current, R2 is this 10 kilo ohm resistance, R1 is 10 kilo ohm resistance, and the total current is this supplied current, that is 2 milliampere. Place the values inside this equation and calculate the value of I1, that is 1 milliampere. Now because these two resistances have same values, so the value of I2 will also be 1 milliampere. Up to this point we have calculated these two branch currents. Now we can expand the circuit further. This is the expanded form of circuit from previous step. We have total current of this circuit, that is 2 milliampere. This current is coming on this node and distributing among these two branches. Both branches have same value of current 1 milliampere and the direction of current is clockwise, and in this branch anti-clockwise. Now we can calculate voltage V1 because the value of resistance is known and the direction of current along with its magnitude is also known. So we can calculate the value of V1, that will be minus 1 milliampere multiplied by 4 kilo ohm. Now this current is entering from negative terminal of V1 and leaving from positive terminal of V1. That's why we have taken this current with minus sign. So the value of V1 will be minus 4 volt. Now we have calculated the value of V1. We will further expand this circuit to calculate other two voltage values. This 1 milliampere current is entering towards this node and distributing among these two branches. So we can use current divider rule to calculate these branches currents. So before we use current divider rule, first we have to label these branches currents. This branch current will be labeled as I1 and this branch current will be labeled as I2. Now we will use current divider rule to calculate the value of I2 because we have to find the value of V2, and that will be only possible whenever we will be having the value of I2 along with its direction. So use current divider rule to calculate the value of I2. In this case, the equation of current divider rule will be I2 equal to R1 divided by R1 plus R2 multiplied by total current. In this case, the total current is 1 milliampere that is entering to this node. R1 is this 12 kilo ohm and R2 is the sum of these two resistances, that is 12 kilo ohm also. Enter the values into the formula to calculate the value of I2. That will be I2 equal to 12 kilo ohm divided by 12 kilo ohm plus 4 kilo ohm plus 8 kilo ohm and multiply by total current, that is 1 milliampere. So the value of I2 will be 0.5 milliampere. Direction of current I2 will be this way, clockwise direction. Now we have the value of I2 and value of resistance is also known, so we can calculate the value of voltage V2. That will be the product of current through this resistance and the value of resistance. I2 is 0.5 milliampere multiplied by 8 kilo ohm. Here we have taken this I2 with positive sign because this current is entering from positive terminal of this V2 and leaving from negative terminal. So the value of V2 will be 4 volt. Now expand this side of circuit to calculate the value of V0. This 1 milliampere current is entering on this node and distributing among these two branches. So we can use current divider rule to calculate the value of current into this branch. First we have to label these branch currents. This branch current will be labeled as I1 and this branch current will be labeled as I2. Now we are interested to find the value of I1 because we have to calculate voltage across this 5 kilo ohm resistance, and that would be possible in only that case whenever we will be having the value of I1. So in order to find the value of I1, we will use current divider rule. Equation of current divider rule for I1 will be I1 equal to R2 divided by R1 plus R2 multiplied by total current. In this case, the total current is 1 milliampere and R2 is 10 kilo ohm and R1 is 5 kilo ohm. So enter the values into this equation and calculate the value of I1, that will be 0.67 milliampere. Now we have calculated the value of current I1 and the direction of current will be anti-clockwise. So we can calculate voltage across this 5 kilo ohm resistance, that is labeled as V0. Formula for this voltage will be the product of current and the resistance. Current value through this resistance is 0.67 milliampere and this current is taken with positive sign because the current is entering to the positive terminal of this resistance and leaving from negative terminal of this resistance. Value of resistance is 5 kilo ohm, so we can calculate the value of V0, that is 3.33 volt. So this was chapter 2 learning assessment E2.22. Thank you. See you again in next video.